Alright my friends, so I just bought this computer, which also has an AM3 CPU. It is an Athlon X4 620. It is compatible with the socket in my computer. That's why I bought it. It came also with a hard drive, which I will be, of course, overwriting before I will use it because of I respect the privacy of the previous owner. Also, I will transplant this mainboard and CPU into my computer because this computer reeks so bad of cigarettes and I hate it so much. It is disgusting, but it works at least. I tried to boot Manjaro on it and it worked like a charm. So I guess the computer itself is fine. It was cheap because the Windows on the computer was broken, as Windows does. I believe this is a theme in this video, like Windows sucks, man, don't use that shit. Alright, so I will be removing, at first in this computer, I will be removing everything, like mainboard, mainboard. And on this computer, I will also be pulling the mainboard and then swapping it in. I will also, for good measure, use this power supply because it is way better than this Medion unit. Prebuilds usually have shit power supplies, but here I have a Be Quiet. This is good shit. Alright, so I will be at first removing this. Alright, so I have removed the mainboard and it is now on my desk of shame. I have removed mainboard and CPU because I don't actually know what is really broken. Maybe one day I will try to determine that and try to make the best of both worlds. But for now I will be taking care of this system. I will be removing the mainboard at first, but check this out. There's also a graphics card in there, so I will be removing that at first. Also these network cards and shit. Oh no, that's an USB card. Oh, cool. Yeah, it reeks very bad of smoke, I hate it. Alright, GPU is out. I believe it's some Radeon type. I will just be laying it aside for a bit because I don't really need it. But cool find, I will probably be using that as well. I also removed all of the cables, so I will be now unscrewing the bolt, unscrewing the screws and then taking it out. Alright, so I got it out and it already smells way less like cigarettes. I like that. Obviously it is a low tier board because it is not cooled or anything, but probably better than no PC at all. And yeah, now this is empty and I'm going to be putting this in the garage because it is really, really disgusting. Gotta take the I/O shield out before though. Alright, so I installed at least the motherboard and the graphics card. I decided to use it because apparently Chia plotting, it helps Chia plotting if your graphics card is stronger, and this is definitely stronger. Alright, so I will now install the cables and after that try to fire it up at least. Maybe some hard drives wouldn't help. Okay, so the system is currently running and it is booting Manjaro off of a USB drive. So, alright. This is looking quite promising then. I might add to the second channel another 4 gig stick, adding up to 12 gigs of memory. This is good. This is like I doubled my RAM by doing that. Doesn't sound too bad. Also, the system is relatively quiet. I like that. So I installed the second 4 gig stick and apparently it is now trying to boot Manjaro. Alright, so the computer is running and as you can see, it is recognizing 11.7 gigs. So my upgrade also has worked. What I will try now is remove the CPU and stick in my AMD FX one. I will just try this because I really suspect my motherboard to be broken, because usually the motherboard blows before the CPU blows. So I just realized this will not work because this system is AM3 and my other system is AM3+. So basically if the CPU is newer, the mainboard will not recognize it. So I could theoretically try this CPU in my newer motherboard and see if this works, but this wouldn't bring any performance benefits. So I will just fill it up with drives, then cram in a boot drive, install some operating system, probably Ubuntu server or something. Yeah, so I will probably do that. Alright, so installed a few worthless hard drives, and I will be now installing Ubuntu on this hard drive. I will be using Ubuntu and not Ubuntu server, but I'm going to be using XFCE desktop environment because it is more lightweight, and the less overhead, the faster everything will be. Alright, so I'm going to create a bootable USB for Xubuntu, and I will be installing that. Alright, so while Xubuntu image is downloading and getting onto the USB drive, I'm going to take the trash out. Like, that thing smells way too bad to be in my room. Alright, so yesterday I removed the CPU from this motherboard because the I/O is very slow. It is only SATA 2, and I also believe that the controllers are very restrictive. So I tried removing the CPU and I put it in my old mainboard, and it works like a charm. I'm mining Chia currently. More specifically, I'm plotting to mine Chia. I can show you. Alright, so I'm dual plotting. OneDrive. Alright, at once I use an SSD drive, so that's faster as a cache device, and like as a temporary device I use an SSD on the fast one, and here I use a terabyte hard drive as a cache one. Then it goes to two separate 1.5 terabyte Western Digital green drives. It is relatively fast, like now it's 5:50 in the morning, and I started yesterday at around 8:30 or something, yesterday evening. So it is not very slow, but not rather fast. I'm quite happy with that, and I'm plotting to fill 2 of the 1.5 terabyte drives and also the 1 terabyte drive. So that's going to take the better part of some weeks or something. Like, it's slow, but so if those drives are full, I can mine Chia properly. Of course, while plotting, the energy consumption is relatively high, but while mining Chia, like if the plotting is ready, the energy consumption will be way lower because the CPU is not in a high power state. Alright, so I'm letting this thing mine, or plot to say rather, and I'm very happy with that. Like, it is going rather fast. So I would say thank you for watching and stay safe, my friends.